Now let's solve 917 divided by 5. Set up whichever strategy you like to use. So if you use area model, we need to mark our place values. Our 5 needs to go on the side. Our 917 goes on the inside. And if you need to, write out your multiplication facts or pull out a multiplication table. And then we know we need to write out our steps. Does McDonald's sell real cheese? Divide, multiply, subtract, repeat back to division, and check. So what place value do we start in? Yeah, the largest place value, which in this case happens to be the hundreds. So let's divide. If you have 9 babies and 5 people, how many babies would each person get? Yeah, they can only get 1. But really that 1 is worth 100, which is important when we go to our next step of multiply. 100 times 5 is 500. Then we'll subtract. 7 minus 0 is 7. 1 minus 0 is 1. 4 minus 5, or 9 minus 5 is 4. Whew. That gives us 417. If you're doing area model, you're going to bring that on up. Then we're on to what step? Repeat back to division. But we need to figure out what place value we're in. We were just in the tenth or in the hundreds place. So now we're moving on to the tens place. But do we have anything left over from our hundreds place? Yeah, we do. So we need to underline the 4 and the 1. So now let's see, what's the closest we can get to 41 without going over? That would be skip counting 8 times. But that 8 is really worth 80. So when we go on to our step of multiplication, 8 times 5 is 40. Plus another 0 gives me 400. Don't let those tricky zeros get ya. Now what step are we on? Subtract. 417 minus 400 leaves you with 17. If you're doing area model, make sure you bring that on up. Now what place value are we in? Yeah, the ones place. But did we have some leftovers? Yeah, we did. So when we go to our next step of divide, we're going to use the whole number 17. So if we had 17 babies and 5 people, or you look at your times tables, what's the closest we could get? Skip counting 3 times. When we go to our next step of multiply, 3 times 5 is 15. Then we'll subtract. 15 minus 5 is 2. What would our next step be? Repeat. But do we have any place values to repeat with? No, so let's go to our last step of check. Is 2 smaller than 5? Sure is. That means that's our remainder. We get our answer from right over here, 100 plus 80 plus 3, or a 1 in the hundreds place, an 8 in the tens place, and a 3 in the ones place, giving us an answer of 183. Let's erase that and let's try another.